I knew I wanted to be a social worker when in the fine arts classes that I was taking in a master's program, I realized that there was no way to have a critical discussion about oppression and about human need, and that I needed to be doing that in my life in order to be satisfied. Two things about the Smith program captured me, and one was the psychodynamic focus. I was very interested in learning about psychodynamic theory and practice, and to me it's the kind of practice that makes the most sense and is the richest. And I also was really attracted to the anti-racism commitment, and I wanted to be in an institution that was striving towards that and in which that would be embedded in the curriculum. Any course that I've taken about theory, dynamic theories of individual development or of biopsychosocial problems have just totally expanded my understanding and given so much depth to my understanding of human experience and of clients' presentations and of my own experience. It's been really a shift in my entire worldview has come from learning those things. My first placement was in Baltimore in a child and adolescent inpatient unit. I was doing mostly family therapy, but also seeing the patients individually. It was sort of like a really intense way to begin my clinical life, but I learned so much in that context, and things that I now carry into my second year placement in an adult outpatient clinic. My first year field advisor, Chris Vaughn, was just totally wonderful and supportive, and I think the challenge in that placement was that I was the first intern ever. It was the first year that it was a Smith placement, and Chris was unbelievably supportive, both in kind of advocating for me to get a client caseload and really start doing the work that a social work intern should be doing, and he was also really normalizing about the struggle that I was having and validating, and in the end it wound up being such a great placement. The professors at Smith are just, it's clear that they are so passionate, I think, in their ideals and also in their intellect. They really care about the subject matter, and they think deeply about it. They take a great deal of pleasure in sharing what they know, which makes learning also very pleasurable. I'm in love with my cohort. I have enormous respect for the people that I go to school with. I feel intellectually challenged by them. I feel personally challenged by them. It's also an incredibly warm group of people, so it's a safe place to do a lot of stretching in terms of your learning. And then even when we're in the field, I feel like there's such a strong connectedness that I just feel extremely supported by the cohort. The impact that I hope to have is on individual human lives, I guess, and I hope as a social worker that I can help people know themselves and be at peace with themselves and just have a richer life that is more free.